Hey there, movie trivia Schmoedown fans. What's up? I'm back again. This is my third match for tonight that I will be watching and possibly participating. I watched the Inner Geekdom match and the Star Wars match back to back, and stopped, took a bit of a break. I needed to rest after those two matches, but now it's time for the final one for today. Jeannine the Machine versus Jader the Hurricane Paramo. I gotta be honest, I'm rooting for Jeannine this time. I think she's the... Okay, I'm gonna say something strange. I think she's the best competitor in singles with the worst record. I think just every time she's competed, she just either went up against the wrong competitor or just got the wrong questions. I think she's much, much better than her record shows. But I think she's a great competitor, just didn't really have the best luck in singles up until now. But I'm hoping that change with Jader, and Jader is a great competitor, and let's not forget that they were both friends, they were both faction mates at one point, once upon a time, so I really hope there's no bad blood between these two, because I don't want to see these two competitors be mean to each other. I want to see them have a nice, civil competition between friends. That's what I strive for in this match. So, obviously, same rules that I always do for singles. If I get more than 10 questions right, I'm a happy man. So, let's see if I can do better in this match than I did previously with my Star Wars match. Here we go.
Hello, Schmoedown community. I'm Grace Hancock, but you knew that. And I just wanted to introduce myself as your new president, your first female president, your best president, and quite frankly, just the first and the last. So, look, the world is changing. Isn't it time that the Schmoedown did too? Christian Harloff, God bless him. The man can hardly speak. He's outdated, he's not good at this job. Quite frankly, none of us really like him. Isn't it time for a president with conviction, with great ideas that I came up with on my own that I don't have to go to google.com or a Facebook group for? Isn't it time to have somebody attractive, charismatic, who has style, and who can speak basic English? I personally think that we're all ready for that. And I'm really excited to bring you guys an exciting, awesome season full of matches that you guys are going to freak out over. And I'm really excited to be announcing some of them today. So please close your windows. Your neighbors will call 911 because you nerds are about to start screaming.
That's right, she did say in the last match that she's going to be announcing some matches today.
So, coming in hot, on March 31st, let's get some ladies up in here, please,
Oof.
and thank you. The Boston Badass, Paige Fabretti, is going to take on PG Peggy Gubbins. On April 1st, we're going to be starting the path towards the next IG contender, with the Barbarian facing off against Alex Damon. And I'll have a muzzle, waiting for Roxy, because, you know. On Friday, April 2nd, Final Exam will face Shazam for a #1 contender match for the Teams Championship. That's right, I'm bringing back teams because I have ideas and I'm not afraid to enforce them. And also, Christian, or as I like to call him, Little Bitch, because I think it suits him. We can all agree. We're going to be doing teams, and the winners will face the Odd Couple for the titles.
Whoa.
On Wednesday, April 7th, 2 new rookies. Now, I love this guy. The Tyrant Ty Lieberman will face Bradley Tingle. I'm excited. On Thursday, April 8th, Griffin Newman against Mark Hoik and his creepy entourage. Corruption? I think that's right. Corruption?
Wow.
Am I saying that correctly? Corruption? Oh, that's right. Nobody cares.
Taking shots left
Friday,
and right.
April 9th, Eric Whiteley versus John Hoey. Are you guys freaking out yet?
Ooh.
Now, in our very first pay-per-view of the month, on April 9th, we have a throwdown.
Whoa.
And the undercard, someone who has just had the short end of the stick, but no more. The spotlight will be on my girl, Sassy Stacey Howard, as she takes on Kevin Goodenough Smith. And in the main event, Adam Collins and his horrendous manager, Shannon Plastic Crown Barney, will face off against Dan Merle. What a treat. Oh, and then on Wednesday, April 14th, God, you know, I don't remember making cloning legal in the Schmoedown, but when you have all this power, it's honestly hard to keep track, because I don't know if anybody has seen Kate Mulligan's new thing, but she's trying to be me. Honey, you wish. Like, go make a Lunchables. Anyway, she thinks this guy's going to be great. So she has Thomas Harper. Okay, well, he gets Adam Witt in the Star Wars division. Thursday, April 15th, another very promising rookie, King Khan, will take on YouTube superstar John Flickinger. I'm very excited. And on April 16th, okay, Kate, I'm going to give your boy Ben Goddard a chance as he will be facing JTE. I am so happy to have JTE back. And I'm so excited to see how Kate does. She truly is the Miley Cyrus to my Madonna. Good luck, sweetie. All right, and then another fun ladies on the ticket on Tuesday, April 20th. I'm all about this. I have 2 new rookies again that are going to have the chance to prove themselves on Wednesday, April 21st. We have Schloth versus May. And then something that I personally am really looking forward to on April 22nd. I finally have my 2 least favorite ladies here to hopefully just cancel each other out. So we have Roxy. You might remember her. She's generally confused, very blonde. And then Shannon. That's not, it's written here, but it's not ringing a bell. But I don't know, Roxy versus Shannon. So we're going to put Jacoby Bancroft with Jacob London and just let those 2 tear each other apart. Who's excited for that? I know I am. And then, of course, a couple other legends. We have a legendary match Friday, April 23rd. I'm putting McWeeny against Ron Harris. Who's the best president there's ever been? Obviously me. And then, of course, obviously I'm going to deliver for the free-for-all 4, Saturday, April 24th, 40 competitors. The winner gets a title shot of their choosing. And God, it has just been so cringe watching poor Harloff just bumble over what to do with the prize, over how to pronounce basic words. I mean, the poor man. Can we just put him to bed, please? You know what I mean? What would he have done without me? So here it is. The winner gets a title shot and the MVP will receive 3 points for their faction. It's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3. I don't need a Facebook group.
And for April 28th, let's see if Roxy's adorable little motivational speeches can save Brandon Hanna against the Spider Parker.
And finally, the big announcement for me, because I am the best. We will be having 2 tournaments starting in May. We'll have an 8-person Star Wars tournament and the winner receiving a title shot. And starting at the end of April, we'll be doing a teams tournament with 8 teams, and the winner will face, wait for it, crap? What is crap? Is it really crap? Crap? They're crap. Corruption for a number 1 contender shot. So, Shannon, sweetie, get ready for a team that will be coming off 3 straight wins and feeling the momentum to face your ice-cold former 2-time champs. Rest up, sweetie. And speaking of pressure, the last pay-per-view event of the month, Battlefield, will see Mike Kalinowski, overrated, am I right? Face off against either the Barbarian or Damon for the number 1 contender spot, and then the main event will be for the team's title. Odd Couple will face either Shazam or Final Exam. Whew.
Final Shazam.
I'm exhausted. Literally, with one announcement, I have already completely exceeded anything Christian Harloff has ever done for this league, or quite frankly, in his life, if we're being honest. So I hope you're all happy for hating on me all this time, because look, I went ahead and did exactly what I said I was gonna do, okay? Do you want to send me fan mail? Don't. I'm busy. I don't like you losers. You're blessed to have me, okay? Bye.
I mean, I know we've seen this before, but she's still great, right? Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Thank you for joining us here. Season 8, war has been upon us. Mark Ellis, and man, what a season it's been so far. So many great matches that we've already had in this young season, and we're about to do it again. I'm so excited for our two competitors here today. You've got a sophomore competitor in the Hurricane, Jader Paramo, who we found in the crowd in Orlando. When we went there, we put out the golden ticket. Jader was the one. He grabbed the ticket. He won the competition out there and said, okay, the kid's going to get a match. How is he going to perform? Well, he answered that. He went 2-1 last season. It was a really good performance overall. But in order to do it today, in order to get those points for the Den where he was drafted, he's got to beat his former faction mate and former friend, and they might still be friends, I don't know, but they were studying partners, and it was Jeannine the Machine, who is coming off a win over the Warfather. And I'm hearing things, Mark. I'm hearing things about Jeannine the Machine and what she's doing, but I'll tell you, the main thing that I'm excited about is to see how Jeannine the Machine and Roxy Stryer are going to work together, because that to me is maybe the best pairing of a manager that Jeannine could have got.
Yeah, so many storylines bubbling up right now. Jeannine and Jader, two fan favorites with a lot of muscle that is in the form of movie trivia answers. But Christian, I was on stage in my Sunday best when we met Jader for the very first time. I was calling him Jaeger because somebody yelled out Jägermeister and it got in my head. And now he is known affectionately as the Hurricane. I was in the eye of that storm, but now there's a machine that's being tossed into that spinny cyclone thing. It's pretty much like the plot of the movie Twister. Jeannine's going to be Dolly, the machine that you're trying to get into, the Hurricane. Jader obviously playing the role of the Hurricane. Who's going to be the cow? Probably you and me. Big matchup coming up.
Massive match, because both these competitors, they both need the big win. Obviously, the faction needs to win. It's worth 2 big points. But for Jeannine the Machine, she's always been just so close. It's never been like these, she can't hang. She shouldn't be in this league. Every single time that there is a defeat, it's by a 5-pointer. It's, she just missed it. She almost got there. And we've seen competitors in the past, whether it be JTE, Rachel Cushing, they've gone through those seasons before. So the question is this season the season of the machine, or is it Hurricane season? We're about to find out in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's throw it to Nerd Chronic. Here we go.
My worst nightmare. I hate that wheel. Perfect round 1, perfect round 3. I, fought my hardest, 21-20. I can't be mad against Tom, This is the 3rd time I literally play, so I'm feeling pretty great. I wanted to come out with the W, but it is what it is. Yeah, we got work to do. I definitely got work to do. I promise you, if I ever get that wheel right, I'm going to get perfect round.
Cannot believe how lucky the stars are to welcome Jeannine the Machine. Come on home, baby.
It is season 8. The machine is back, representing the stars, and I am ready to get to work.
Jeannine the Machine has the potential to be a 5-tool player. She's someone who is good in inner geekdom. She is good in teams. She is good in singles. And under somebody who I believe was the manager of the year last year, Roxy Stryer, I think that she can go from being good to being great. Solid pick by Roxy.
Listen, Rocky is one of the greatest managers. I mean, think about what a good boxer he is. Roxy, got it. That changes things.
Jeannine has been handed some of the worst luck of any player in the entire league, and yet she still gets up and fights every single match.
Because she's
but
a
guess
fighter.
What?
That's
that
why.
Bad luck streak has come to an end because now she's a star, baby.
There's no sugarcoating this. Jeannine will be my toughest opponent to date.
Jader's somebody who I had my eye on since he almost beat Tom, my Tom, last year. There's that old saying, if somebody almost beats your guy, court them in the off season, then draft them.
Jader, the Hurricane, I like that dude. I was literally there for his first match, cheering him on. Y'all are taking this war thing really seriously, aren't you?
I know who she is. I know what she can do. Just like she knows me, I know her, right? This is more of a teacher versus student, and we'll just see who comes up on top.
She was the Mr. Miyagi to my Daniel LaRusso, the Obi-Wan to my Anakin Skywalker. Unfortunately, war was declared this season. And now you can call me John Connor, and I'm here to stop Judgment Day.
And we're ready to take on every single player who gets in our way. And yeah, that includes you, Jader. We got to play you twice last year. there's not going to be any surprises on my end. So I know that Jeannine is just simply better than you.
Roxy also props. It's hard to talk and
Just
make,
shooting in all directions.
child, if you don't do it every day, wow, you sure do.
I love you, dude, but you know what they say. All's fair in love
and war.
and in war. And you can't really have war without a war machine.
Nice!
Yeah, I'm hyped up for this one. This one could have easily been on a throwdown undercard. It could have been on a pay-per-view, because this is a match between the future of the league. Both the Hurricane and the Machine are both the future of the league. This is going to be interesting, Mark.
Not a lot of gaps in knowledge here, Christian. You're going to look at a very diverse portfolio when it comes to what these competitors are able to answer on the wheel in round number 1, and it might come down to round number 3. Who's going to say the right number that corresponds to the correct category that is right in their wheelhouse? I have a feeling this one could go the distance. We're not there yet, but we're about to meet two fighters ready for the prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the singles division. Introducing first, representing the Den, with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. He is the Hurricane, Jader Paramo. Dude, what an interesting year it was for you, coming from the crowd and getting that first match, winning the match, going through tournaments, and it does seem to me, though, that you seem to keep coming face to face with Roxy Stryer. But this time it's Roxy Stryer with your friend, Jeannine the Machine. How is all the prep mentally? How does that work?
It's quite the prep, man. This is the teacher versus student. Jeannine was in my faction. Jeannine was there for me at my very beginning. She was just constantly always coaching me, and then I'm taking all that, and now I just gotta throw it right back at her,
Okay, Jader, but we see a young man who looks a lot more focused, perhaps, than in years past. We saw you with the liquor on the cabinet and a lot of cool accoutrement. Nothing seems to be in your way right now. You got a clear background. You got the Dookie shirt on. I have a feeling you're going to play a lot better than that, based on the fact that it's a bare bones background, that it's all about the match today.
That's exactly what it is. It's been quite the focus. I have such an incredible team behind me. I really feel at home with the Den. It's been lights out. It's been nonstop training and question. I'll be at work and they're just shooting me questions nonstop, vice versa. It's just, this faction is incredibly amazing, and I'm so glad to be part of this team.
All right. So, Jader, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Good luck to you, and we'll see you in just a moment.
Thank you.
And his opponent, representing the Stars, with a record of 4 wins, 6 defeats, and 3 knockouts. She is Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine the Machine with a little bit of pep in her step. We love to see it. Jeannine, I said in the beginning here that I thought that being with Roxy Stryer was just the manager that you needed. You have had various managers in the past. How has working with Roxy Stryer been thus far?
It's been amazing. She's always making sure that she's available to me. She's in constant contact, really checking in on, my mindset, making sure I have all the tools I need to, get where I need to be. So she has been amazingly supportive and constantly checking in.
Yeah, Jeannine, someone who you were in close contact with, is now the fearsome opponent that you're going to be looking at for 3 rounds. That's Jader Paramo. And maybe quizzing each other back and forth, movie trivia, talking about strategy in seasons past, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. What do you make of your opponent? Are you better than him?
I'm not taking him lightly. He came into this league really, wanting to do well, and I was there to support him and teach him everything I knew about the game, and I think that's made him the player he is now. So I taught him things that I know, and so I know really to look out for him because,
It's getting pretty hot in
he
here.
knows what I know what he knows, and it's going to be tough, but I'm not taking him lightly, and I'm not worried about it, so...
Last question for you, Jeannine, before we get started here. Kate Mulligan has definitely changed a lot since last season, and she's been talking a lot. She's been running her mouth, as you would say. Yeah, a lot of that. Does that get into the mindset at all, or does it make you a little bit more determined that you want to shut her up?
Well, I know Roxy will definitely be there to shut her up for me, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't need to worry about her. I'm just focused on the game and taking down my former student.
Fair enough. All right, Jeannine, good luck to you. Looking forward to the match. All right, here we go. So, Mark, rules of round number 1. How do they go?
I like these grins. It's going to be a good battle, Christian, and it all starts in round number 1. 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Each question is for the point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing, at least not in round number 1 anyway. As soon as you hear the question, 15 seconds to get that answer onto the board that you're writing on. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please reveal your answer to the camera. Same time you verbalize it into the microphone. Doesn't matter if that microphone is below you or above you. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. You're not sure you heard a question right. You need another 15 seconds for dramatic or thought purposes. Use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge you may utilize. You can initiate it as the competitor. We'll bring your manager in, talk it over, hear the reasoning, and then your manager will ultimately confirm and ratify if said challenge is taking place. They look focused, Christian. I think that you and I got our work cut out for us. We better not flub anything.
No, of course not. And on the eve, not even on the eve, tonight, this is
we already flubbed it. Damn it.
This is a big night. This is a big night for the Stars, Mark. Of course, they got Alex Damon defending the title tonight. So here's the big match there with Jeannine plus Alex Damon. All right, Jeannine, are you ready?
Ready?
Jader, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Then let's get ready to do Schmoedown. All right, here we go. Round number 1, question number 1 in the realm of fantasy sci-fi. Which classic 1970s sci-fi film features the characters named Dallas, Kane, Lambert, and Ash?
Can I say golden age of fantasy sci-fi in the 1970s, Christian? At least one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of inventive stuff happening.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and we start with Jeannine.
I just said legend.
As incorrect. Jader?
Alien.
Alien is correct. Jader goes up as we go to question number 2. Here we go.
All right, question number 2 is in the category of movie quotes. And your question. In the Disney film, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which character says, "I'm so happy, I feel like bouncing"? Now, does that mean like up and down or like I'm leaving? Because a lot of people, a lot of the kids, Christian, say, "Hey, I'm not having fun. I'm actually going to bounce."
Yeah, I used to say that to my good friend Jackie all the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up. Jader.
Tigger.
Yes. Jeannine.
The wonderful thing about Tigger is the thing is a wonderful thing.
2-1. Jader goes up by 1. And now here is the third category, dramas. Tom Hanks plays an American lawyer who's recruited to defend a Soviet spy in which film from director Steven Spielberg?
I mean, I always liked Winnie the Pooh. I don't know that I had a lot of use for Rabbit. Is that a bad thing to say?
Yes. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. Jeannine?
Blanked on the name. Couldn't think of it.
And Jader?
Bridge of Spies?
Bridge of Spies.
Yes. Jader goes up by 2 now. 3-1. 3-1 as we get to our next question mark, category 4.
That's in the world of movie release dates. And here's the question. For a point, which year saw the release of the film Creed? Seminal Christian rock band fronted by Scott Stapp.
I think I was there when they started breaking out, by the way.
When what?
Started breaking out of prison. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And we start with Jader.
2016.
It's incorrect. Jeannine?
I also said 2016.
Looking for 2015.
Yes!
2015.
I love it when I get a question they
2015.
both miss.
So Jader loses the
Brings my
perfect round
confidence
there,
back
too, but he
up.
does not lose his lead as he still is up by 2 as we get to our next question. Crime films. Who plays the famous gangster Al Capone in the 2020 film Capone?
Fun fact, back when we had events in the world and Christian and I were invited to him, we were at the Force Awakens premiere. I see him talking to his buddy Ryan Coogler. I go up and I say, hey, I'm excited about Creed. I hope it's my second favorite movie of the year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And now we start with Jeannine.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy?
Yes. And Jader.
He's a Hardy Tom.
Tom Hardy.
Okay. 4-2. 4-2. Paramo still up by 2 as we
42.
get to our
The
next
answer, the
question.
meaning of life.
Number 6.
It's in the category of comedies. And your question. Appreciate it. For a point, Peyton Reed directed what 2008 comedy, which stars Jim Carrey, Zooey Deschanel, and Bradley Cooper?
I'm not going to say anything until after we tell what the answer is here, but no idea. That
I know it's
I'll
wrong,
be more clear.
but
5,
that's the
4,
only thing that came to my
3,
mind.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Jader.
Yes, man.
Yep. And Jeannine.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Exactly. I had no idea that Peyton Reed directed that film. So there you go. I learned something new every day. Thank you to PJ Campbell and the writers. Okay, here's the next one. Oscars. Which actor received Oscar nominations for his performances in the films Cry Freedom and The Hurricane?
You gotta be honest. You really
Well,
built that
if you
up.
don't have the answer.
I thought the payoff was gonna be
Don't
more
make
than
a
just
fool
you
of
didn't know.
yourself.
Peyton
I just didn't know. I just got to be very careful of what I say because I don't want to do a Ken Knapsack. 5, 4,
Whoa!
3, 2. There's a clip.
JTE,
One.
please.
Yep, there's your first one. Okay. Which actor received Oscar nominations for his performances in the films Cry Freedom and The Hurricane? All right.
And that is the Hurricane's first JTE rule. Christian throwing shade at Ken Knapsack.
No, there's a clip on the Clips channel where he gave away the answer.
I've done that many times.
5, 4. I'm sure I have 2. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And we start with Jeannine.
Denzel Washington?
Yes, Jader.
Denzel Washington.
Uses the JTE and it pays off because he sees himself 6'4". 6'4". As we get to our final question, here we go.
That's right. It's in the world of horror thriller. For a point, which actress stars as an unnamed woman who lives with her husband in seclusion in the 2017 film Mother?
Mother!
Or as I said back in the day, Mother!
Mama.
No, that's a whole different movie.
Oh.
Or Ma. It's another different movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down and Jader.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, and Jeannine.
Jennifer Lawrence.
7-5 at the end of round number 1, and we see ourselves with Jader Paramo doing what he's been doing since his career started here, doing very well in the first round. I know now we get to round number 2, the wheel round. How does it go?
Love that it's round number 2 time because it gets the taste of Mother out of my mouth. Well, that sounds weird too. Round number 2, here's the rules. It's the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. Each competitor gets a spin at the wheel. Category 4 questions from that particular realm
to my goal.
will pop up at you. Each one's worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question, but stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down 7-1. So it is a lead for Jader, Christian. It's 7-5 in the Hurricanes' favor. So, Mr. Paramo, would you like to spin first or defer to your machined opponent?
This round, man. This round. Jesus Christ. All right. You know what? I'm going to go with the momentum. I'm going to spin first.
All right, Kate Mulligan is here now, and she's got 60 seconds starting now.
That was beautiful work. I love the way you used that JTE because you knew you had it. You use that JTE, boom, we get that point. You're up by 2. That doesn't mean anything, Jader. We need to dig in now. This is the day you break your second round curse, okay? I'm telling you, Jader, you spin first. We're going to get a slice that you are going to dominate. This is the day. This is the day you never have to worry about the round 2 again, okay? So dig your heels in now. You have a nice lead. It's beautiful, but we got to stay focused, and I love your confidence. We're going to stay right where that's at. How are you feeling?
Feeling great, honestly. I was between 2015 and 16, and
I don't even want to talk about it. Jader, that's done.
All right.
It's done.
That's fine.
Who cares?
All right.
That's done. She
So it's
also
round
got
2
the same
time.
thing. Boom, it's round 2 time. Do you want to feel what it feels like to dominate it? Yes, you do. Let's go.
Kate Mulligan, the new Kate Mulligan, really inspiring her players, and I like to see it. Here is the spin. It is in. And again, if Jader doesn't like what he spins here, he can spin again, unless, of course, it lands on opponent's choice.
Which, again, we always put opponent's choice on.
Monster movies. All right, you got 60 seconds to decide, Jader, starting now.
What's your gut?
Oh my God. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't hate this category whatsoever. But
How do you think she's going to be with steals if she needs to? Does she pick up some points? Does she take steals from you if you go to multiple and don't get it right?
I don't know. I don't know where she sits with monster movies, to be completely honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know we see better things on there. Do you see something that's worse
Absolutely.
than this? Because if worst case scenario, come back to this, we feel comfortable with it. But do you see worse things up there?
There's one.
Okay.
There's just this one, so I like the odds. You get me?
Yep.
Let's go for it. Let's spin again.
I agree.
Spinning again.
That was
All
my
right.
gut too, Jader.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. So whatever Jader gets here, he's going to have to take. And here is the spin. Thriller. All right, so Jader, you spun Thriller. And you are going to get 4 questions in the realm of Thriller. All right, here you go. Question 1. Medical student Nancy Adams travels to a secluded beach in Mexico after her mother's death, only to fight for her survival against a shark in what 2010's film? Clock.
47 meters down. It's either that or The Shallows.
5, 4.
Multiple
3.
choice.
All right. Is it A, 48 meters down, B, The Shallows, C, The Reef, D, 48 meters down, Uncaged?
I said 47 meters down, didn't
Christ. Is it 48 meters
I?
down?
48
Hey?
meters.
Is incorrect. Jeannine, you're going to read the question and the choices here. Medical student Nancy Adams travels to a secluded beach in Mexico after her mother's death, only to fight for her survival against a shark in what 2010's film?
switching my
Is
answer
it
to
A,
The Shallows,
48 meters down,
because it
B,
was
The
wrong.
Shallows, C, The Reef, D, 48 meters down, Uncaged?
The Shallows.
For 1 point steal, Jeannine steals it, gets that point back. All right. Question 2. Category of thrillers. Who wrote and directed the 90s thriller The Crying Game starring Stephen Ray?
I'm not getting this.
5, 4, 3, 2.
JT, not JT. I'm sorry. Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Neil Jordan, B, Stephen Frears, C, Stephen Daldry, D, Peter Cateno?
It's Neil Jordan.
It is, for 1 point. Here is your third question. David Dunn is a man who is the only survivor of a train accident in what 2000 thriller?
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Yes. 2 more points. And we see ourselves now
Still got a
10-6.
thriller, but never mind.
10-6, and here is the last one. What 2016 thriller follows a punk band called the Ain't Rights who become witnesses to a murder at a club run by neo-Nazis?
It's a green room.
It is 2 points. Big round. Good. Minus the beep. It is a good round there for Paramo. Starts off a little flustered in the first 2 questions, but comes back. And now we see ourselves 12-6. Roxy, you got 60 seconds to talk to Jeannine, starting now.
I'm obsessed with exactly where we are. You are doing incredible. What an unbelievable steal. I love the confidence I'm seeing on you right now. You know that 2 points didn't matter at all, but now when you got that steal back, it literally is irrelevant. You are incredible, and this is your game to win. I know it, Jeannine. I feel it inside me. He's flustered, and he should be, because you are the teacher, and he is the student, and it's not his time, it's yours.
Thank you. I'm feeling good.
Let's spin this wheel.
All right, the
Okay,
wheel.
before we spin that wheel, Christian, I'm getting late word. It's a sponsored wheel, not just a slice. The entire wheel is sponsored. How about a hand from everybody watching for Justin Roby? Thank you.
Yes, Justin.
You have so many great patrons, so many new patrons, so many returning patrons. So thank you guys so much, and especially thank you to Justin for sponsoring the whole wheel.
Big ups on you, Justin. His sponsored slice is Jim Carrey. I would have done the same thing my darn self. Now, let's let Jeannine spin that wheel.
All right, here it is. Here's the spin by Jeannine.
Ooh, good spin, Jeannine.
See that? She just blinked. That's the machine age for you.
That's what happens when you're a machine. My joke wasn't as good as yours, Mark. I should leave that to you.
Ooh, it was almost a
almost.
slice.
Francis McDormand. All right, Francis McDormand, you got
What are you thinking, Jeannine?
60 seconds.
I'm feeling okay about it.
It's a new category.
Yeah.
There are things I don't want, so
This one is pretty narrow,
yeah.
which is good. But if you want to spin again, I'm behind you. It depends on how you're feeling with that, Francis, the narrowness of that right now.
I think I'll go for it.
I think that you've got this. I know that you've got this. This is yours. And remember, you've got your 3 JTEs. You can always go to multiple choice. Just stay in it. Try to give up no steals. And if you're not sure, go to multiple choice so that he can't steal 2 points. But we're not even going to make it to that point because you got this.
All right, so our competitors are back. Mark, she spun Francis McDormand. She's got 4 questions in the realm of Francis McDormand.
That's right. Wonderful performer and a wheel slice on Justin Roby's expertly curated wheel. Here we go, Jeannine. 4 questions, 2 points. Unless you need multiple choice, here's query number 1. Frances McDormand received a Best Supporting Actress nomination for what 2000 film from director Cameron Crowe?
Almost Famous.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. 2 points for Jeannine, Christian.
All right, here is the second one. Here it is.
And it is. Frances McDormand plays the mother of Susie Bishop, a teen girl who goes on the run in what film?
Multiple choice.
Okay. For a point, your 4 options. Is it A, The Royal Tenenbaums, B, Moonrise Kingdom, C, Almost Famous, or D, Laurel Canyon?
D, Laurel Canyon.
That is incorrect. And so for a steal, we go to Jader the Hurricane Paramo. Jader going to repeat the question and your options for a point. Frances McDormand plays the mother of Susie Bishop, a teen girl who goes on the run in what film? Is it A, The Royal Tenenbaums, B, Moonrise Kingdom, C, Almost Famous, or D, Laurel Canyon?
Moonrise Kingdom.
It is Moonrise Kingdom, and that's a big steal there. Jeannine now has one stolen from her, Christian.
All right, so he gets back that point she stole, and here's the next question.
And it is, for 2 points, your penultimate question in the category of Frances McDormand, Jeannine. Frances McDormand won the Best Actress Oscar twice. One for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and for which other film?
Fargo.
I hear it's good, still haven't seen it. You get 2 points.
All right, so here is the final question for Jeannine in this round. As we see ourselves 13-10, she's trying to get herself within 1 or 2 with this question.
Big question looming, and it's your final one for round number 2. Frances McDormand has a supporting role as the character Zoe in what rom-com that stars Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton?
Something's got to give.
That is a great movie, and I have seen it. Christian, that's 2 points. We got us a 1-point ball game heading into round 3.
13-12. What a battle it's been so far. 1 point separates them going into the third and final round. Mark, how does the final round go?
I got you here. Round number 3 is, don't worry, you don't have to rely on a wheel. You get to rely on whatever number you want. Now, you don't know what that number corresponds to. I'll explain. You give us 3 numbers each. Those numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each numeral corresponds to a unique category of movie trivia Schmoedown goodness. The first question you hear is worth 2 points. Next one's worth 3 points. Final one is worth 5 big points. Questions are to you and only you. There's no stealing. There's no penalty for missing a question. It is a 1-point advantage for Jader Paramo. So, Hurricane, you're going to give us your 3 lucky numbers first, from 1 to 20. What feels fortunate?
Let's go.
Right on the surgery.
7, 13, 18.
7, 13, 18. And for Jeannine?
3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, 9 for Jeannine. All right.
You have 2 JTEs left and you're leading. That is all that matters at this point. You stay focused. I want you to right now close the private chat. You don't need to see the trash Roxy's talking. And I have nothing to say to you during this round. There's no multiples. Remember, you have those 2 JTEs left. This is your game to win. You're not flustered. You're fantastic. They got the F's confused. How are you feeling?
No, I'm feeling great, to be honest with you.
I know you are. I know you are.
That's it. Let's go. I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. What are we waiting for? Let's win.
Roxy,
Damn you fine! 369! The sexiest numbers of the season so far, Jeannine. 1 point, are you kidding me? Think about what you've done up to this point. Like, we're not going to let 1 point stop us. This is your first match of the season. It is yours to win. This is going to set the tone. You have got this. He is flustered. He is afraid of you, and we are not afraid of him. We know what he knows. This is yours. Take your time. Use your JTEs. Give yourself every second that you need to get these questions right. You have got this.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Feeling good.
You feel it? Yeah!
Yes.
Yes! People are screaming for you. I feel it through the screen. Machine, machine, machine. All right.
All right, our competitors are back. It is a 1-point game. Paramo up 13-12. Jeannine will go first to try to bounce it back. All right, Jeannine, you chose category 3. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. Here is the question. All right. Brad Pitt plays a tank commander nicknamed War Daddy in which film?
Fury.
For 2 points,
Yeah,
Jeannine the Machine.
had
Now
it,
she
but I
sends it
couldn't say
back
it
to
fast
Jader Paramo. Jeannine takes the lead,
not gonna get
and
myself
Paramo
wrong.
needs to hit his 2-pointer mark on category 7.
That's right, Christian. He selected Joe Theismann's number, no doubt, as a nod to me. And his category is going to be 2 points, and it's in the wild, wacky, wonderful world of scores and soundtracks.
Great.
Everyone's favorite category.
His enthusiasm is contagious for 2 points, and to regain the lead, Jader, in what MCU sequel is the song Brandy played multiple times?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be.
5.
Is it Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
It's correct for 2 points.
That is correct. All right. All right.
I didn't get
So
the question.
now we
That's
see
a point for
ourselves
me.
15-14. Back to Jeannine. Jeannine, you chose category 6. Category 6. That is in the realm of Steven Spielberg films. Steven Spielberg is your question for your 3-point question. Here you go. All right. Steven Spielberg released 2 films in the year 2002. Name one of them.
Was Munich 2002? I'm going to go with either Munich or
5.
Minority Report.
4.
Repeat
3.
the question.
First one,
Wait, Minority Report wasn't.
Steven Spielberg released 2 films in 2002. Name one of them.
Either Munich or Minority Report. Those are the ones I got in my head, and those are the ones I'm sticking
Catch
with.
me if you can.
That's correct for 3 points. Big
that was great.
3-pointer
I thought it was
for
2004.
Jeannine.
Okay.
And she finds herself up now 17-15. Back and forth we go. And now Jader has category 13, Mark.
Which one? Okay. never
Dan
mind.
Marino's number corresponds to the 3-point question that will be in the category of directors.
Directors.
And Jader, your question for 3 points and once again to regain the lead. Gary Marshall directed Julia Roberts in 4 films. What film was their first collaboration?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
JT.
Second one.
All right, in category of directors, Gary Marshall directed Julia Roberts in 4 films. What film was their first collaboration?
Hands up, Jader, please.
Yeah, sorry.
Same with you, Jeannine. Oh, Jeannine doesn't. There's no steal. There's no steal for Jeannine. That's fine. 5, 4.
Pretty Woman.
It's correct.
All right, so Jader hits it.
I was gonna say that
18-17.
because it's the obvious
Back
answer,
and
but I
forth,
didn't, so I'm not
back
gonna
and
get-
forth,
so
and
no
now
point for me.
Jeannine has to hit her 5 in order to force Jader. She hits it, then Jader's got to hit his. She misses, and Jader will take the victory. Jeannine, you chose category number 9. Category number 9, thrillers. Thrillers is your
Thriller.
category. Are you ready?
Ready?
Here you go. All right. What classic 50s thriller features characters that are referred to as Miss Lonely Hearts, Miss Torso, and Miss Hearing Aid?
Excuse me? I don't know, Magnolia?
5,
That's a 50s
4.
movie.
3.
Repeat the question.
Second one. Here it
Oh,
is.
wait.
What classic
I think I was
50s
thinking of the
thriller
wrong one.
features characters that are referred to as Miss Lonely Hearts, Miss Torso, and Miss Hearing Aid?
Rear Window.
Oh, that's
Correct.
right.
Correct.
That's
Jader
right.
Paramo curses up a storm because
Sorry.
he knows that she hit it, and she hit it big. 5-point question. Jeannine forces it. So now Jader is in a position he needs to hit it. He hits it, he wins. If not, Jeannine the Machine will get the victory mark.
That's right, Christian. I do think they remade Rear Window into some TV movie, probably with one of the cast members of Wings. And that's pertinent to this conversation because, Jader, you selected number 18, and Peyton Manning's number corresponds to remakes and reboots. For 5 points. And the win. Your question. Craig Gillespie directed what 2011 horror remake featuring Imogen Poots and Toni Collette?
2011 was the remake of Carrie, I think,
5,
with
3.
Chloe
Repeat
Grace
the question,
Moretz.
please.
Last one. Hands
Okay.
up, Jader.
Category of remakes and reboots. Craig Gillespie directed what 2011 horror remake featuring Imogen Poots and Toni Collette?
I'm gonna say Carrie. Final answer for me.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sixth
One.
Sense. I don't know. It's not-
Fright Night.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine the Machine does it Jeannine, the machine, does it.
I don't even care how annoying I am. I don't even care how annoying I am.
Well, you get to be annoying with Jen Sturger, who's awaiting both you and Jeannine in the post interview. What a battle that was! Look at Jeannine trying to hold the emotion. She's trying to hold it, and I don't blame her. Look, that was a fight. That was a fight. Back and forth. They went 5-point question to 5-point question. Jader just couldn't pull it at the end. He had his best second round that he's had in his Schmoedown career, and he played very well. He hit his 2, he hit his 3. Jeannine hit her 2, her 3, and her 5. He just couldn't pull it, and Jeannine does it. Jeannine wins 2 in a row. She's starting now to get herself in a position. Now there's this look, man. You look at what's going on. Marisol McKee is out there now. Is Marisol McKee someone that Jeannine could be facing? Is it the Video Drew or Elliot Dewberry? Very interesting on what could happen as we see Jeannine now pick up this victory.
You know, the question was in remakes and reboots, and Christian, I got to be honest, I could go for a remake reboot of the match we just saw time and time again because that was thrilling. Twists, turns, steals. Round number 1 was up and down, and then you get to round number 3, and that's when we saw both competitors with their best stuff. Jader couldn't quite pull it, got pushed to the limit, and couldn't quite get over the edge from Jeannine the Machine. Certainly haven't heard the last of the Hurricane this season, but right now it's machine time as we are going to have what could be a very celebratory, possibly emotional, tears of joy style post-match interview with our own Jen Sturger. Jen, you got Roxy, you got Jeannine, and now you have the floor.
Jeannine, I see you holding back the tears. What has this match meant to you today? I know that you're one of those competitors that I truly feel like the record does not match the caliber of the player because you've had so many of these matches that have come down to the wire. It just hasn't gone your way for whatever reason. And I feel like we're starting to find a groove now.
Well, I owe it to Roxy. I think she is what put me over the edge. This is my senior year in the Schmoedown. So to kind of get these losses and, you know, kind of feeling down on myself each year, just having it not happen, to have this win is amazing. Jader is an amazing competitor. I mean, I know from personal experience working with him, I know how good he is, and he's here for a reason. So, you know, it was a little scary. It was a little bit daunting, but Roxy and the Stars gave me so much confidence and helped me prepare. They went above and beyond for me. So I owe it to the Stars and I owe it to Roxy.
Let's talk a little bit about the back and forth between you guys. I mean, you took each other to the limits. Were you getting it all nervous when it came down to that last 5-pointer?
I know Jader knows horror, so that was something that got me a little concerned about. I was like, okay, this is horror. This is recent horror. I think he's going to get this. I think he's just faking. But I was really nervous. But when he couldn't pull it out, oh my gosh. That feeling is amazing.
Roxy, how are you feeling right now? I saw you exploding in the chat, so much so that no one else could get a word in edgewise.
That's true, Jen. You know, I think you described it perfectly, and not this year. Just not again. This isn't happening to Jeannine again. It's just not. And she has been the unluckiest player in the Schmoedown, and we're done with that. And we're closing that door, and we're moving forward. And I'm excited to watch Jader for the rest of his run in the Schmoedown because I think he really is an awesome player. And he's an awesome player because Jeannine taught him to be. And I think his time will come. But it's just not now. And this is Jeannine's time, and she earned it. And every single person who's out there watching this, I think whether you've been on Team Jeannine before or not, the lesson here is to see what she's done, to see that she has never given up, and to watch her absolutely dominate this season because that's what's about to happen.
What's been different about your strategy with her that you think that she just wasn't getting from other managers potentially?
True belief. I mean, I've wanted Jeannine for a really long time, and I wanted her last year so badly, and it just didn't happen. The cards didn't fall that way. And when I was able to get her this year, I just knew there was nothing that was going to stop us. I think that a lot of people know how good Jeannine is, but I know how great Jeannine is, and I'm ready for Jeannine to know that. And I think that today was the start of that on what's going to be a long journey of greatness.
So how does that feel hearing your manager say those words to you, though, Jeannine? Because I feel like there are times that even you doubt yourself. I think there were times that you even considered, stepping away from singles for a little bit and focusing on teams. It's like, what made you stick with it?
Definitely the confidence boost from Roxy. Like, it was definitely getting hard for me to want to continue on just with the record and the overrated and all that stigma that kind of comes along with this game and being at it for so long and just not getting where I wanted to be. But Roxy's whole belief in me and just making sure I knew that, I felt that, definitely just gave me the boost that I needed, that kick in the ass that I needed. So
she has a way of doing that, I gotta say. If she can reel in Jeff Snyder, she can reel in pretty much anyone. So now look, there's Marisol out there, there's Kevin Smith, there's Stacey Howard, Elliot Dewberry, Video Drew, although she may try to marry you. What do you want next?
I mean, I'm up for anything. I would love to take Stacey on again and, kick her butt like a third time. This would be like the third time. So, 3's a magic number. So,
You two do have very magical, fun chemistry together. So I won't lie. That would be a match that I would want to see on my card too.
Bring it on, whoever. Bring it on.
Roxy, before we let you go, Damon defends tonight on pay-per-view. How are you feeling about tonight's match?
I'm feeling like Damon is the greatest champion that the Schmoedown has ever seen, and what he's been able to do is so incredible, and it doesn't matter who we are playing. It does not matter. Whoever is going to come in his way, he's going to take them out like a brick house, because he is just truly that good. And anybody who doesn't think that he's going to just hold on to that belt until the earth collapses, the earth actually would have to collapse for Damon to lose that belt. So that's how I'm feeling, Jen. Thank you so much for asking.
Let's hope there is an apocalypse tonight. Best of luck to you, Roxy, and congratulations, Jeannine. I am so happy for you. I think we all are.
Thank you.
I like the star. I don't think anybody mentioned the big star that Roxy had, and the fact that she's embracing the stars and she's also producing stars. Look at what she has done so far. And Jen's right. Jen's absolutely right. She's done something where she's able to bring out the confidence in the players, because the talent is there. The knowledge is obviously there. We've known that about Jeannine, and I said it in the beginning, was that the knowledge has always been there. It always seemed, this is the difference, this match of her matches prior. And if you rewind in past seasons, the 5-pointer, she misses. She would get that close and she'd have that much of. She's always putting up fights. She's putting up a fight in every match. It's like, okay, it's Riley, it's in Draco. Oh, there she is. She's there, and then misses the 5. Not this time. This time it was very different. This time it was scrap, scrap, scrap. Take my time, breathe, listen to what Roxy say, calm down. Boom, hits it. And Jader does not look like a guy that just we randomly found out of the crowd. He looks like a guy that has been playing this game for a bit. Yeah, he took the loss, but look at the loss. When you take a loss like this, I'm sure he's going to be bummed. I'm sure he's going to tell Jen that he's bummed, but it's a matter. I think Kate has done for Jader what Roxy has done for Jeannine. So I'm excited to hear the kid talk.
Yeah, it speaks to the growing level of knowledge and experience amongst our fan base that Jader was able to rise from those ranks and now prove himself as a worthy competitor here in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. And for fans of Jeannine out there, you're just waiting for her to stick that landing, and boy, did she do so today with the gymnast flourish and everything. It was a 10 out of 10 in the Olympics. Here, it's just good enough for a win. And when a win happens, unfortunately, on the other side of that is someone who takes the loss. But they're going to take it on the chin, and the Hurricane, I'm sure, will be back. And I imagine he's going to be bummed, but also have confidence in his ability to bounce back.
All right, well, we're going to find out exactly how he's feeling and how his manager, Kate Mulligan, is feeling, as they are now with Jen Sturger. Jen, take it away.
Oh, Jader, don't start by pouting.
I'm kidding,
You're breaking my heart over here.
I'm kidding.
Christian's absolutely right. Exactly. Hell of a match. You don't look like a guy that was plucked from an audience. Let's put it that way. All right. Were there things that you took away from this match, though, that you think you'll carry forward going into your career?
I wish I would have picked Jeannine's number because I knew her five.
Should have gone with 9. Honestly, it went exactly how I pictured it. I knew it was gonna be neck and neck. Obviously bummed out because I do love horror, and I don't know why. Obviously it's a 5-pointer. They're not gonna tell you, that Colin Farrell and Antal Yelchin was in the film. So had they said that, I would have gotten it like that. I could blanked out with Toni Collette whatsoever. But it is what it is. Just like Mark said, that when there's a winner, there's a loser. Unfortunately, I'm sitting on this side now. I will, and I'm saying right now, we'll see Jeannine again anytime because I'm
not gonna lie. This feels
like my rematch. People need to see this rivalry now.
Feud.
Yeah,
it feels like
absolutely.
it could be a fun feud going forward. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving this energy, especially between you guys and your managers, Kate. I mean, aside from the loss, you have to be feeling pretty good about his gameplay today, and I feel like we may have overcome that second round yips, if you will.
Absolutely. And I feel incredible about his gameplay. What I don't feel great about is some of Roxy's takes on what was happening today. Oh, so I'll go to the private chat here, which is supposed to be where managers can give coaches and, say things. One point, Jader can suck it because he wears a backwards hat and Gen Z thinks that's lame. Let's see. Jader is a hater, all caps, suck my D, Jader, you B. So I just want to say that Jader, if this was a studio match, I don't think those things would be able to be said to Jader. So this is what I'm going to say. Y'all made me mad. You made Mama mad today, okay? That was a mistake. When moms get mad, they lift trucks off their babies, okay? So this is what I'll say. We'll see you in a studio match when we're back in studio, and we'll see how this goes. And let me tell you something. You ever heard that expression, let go, let God? Today I'm saying let go, let the fans, because you guys can cry over how happy you are about this match. You wait to see what the fans have to say about this. This was not your match. If you're crying, it should be from embarrassment.
Okay. Yep, covered that. Jader, let's talk a little bit about the match, if you don't mind, just for a quick second. Are you disappointed at all that you spun away from Monsters? Do you feel like it would have gone either way?
No, honestly, like I said, there was one out of the whole wheel. There was only one thing that I was like, no, I don't.
You don't have to tell me what that is. Keep your secret.
Of course not. I don't keep our secret out there. So when I spun Thrillers, overall, I felt like it was all right. Shallow Question's another one that once I heard, and I second guessed myself because I'm like, I don't remember her mom dying or anything like that, and it happened. Not disappointed. This has been my best round 2 match. Everybody knows that it's a freaking stigma for me. I hate the second round, so I am pretty proud.
It's over.
I got really happy at the end. Once round 2 ended, I was like, I could breathe again. So can't say that I'm disappointed, to be completely honest with you.
You led the entire match until the very last question. So I know that's the L. I got it. We took it. Would you have known Rear Window? Yeah, I actually knew Rear Window. You know what I mean? That's how you can tell a 5-pointer is not really a 5-pointer, because if I can answer it. But she had to really think about that one. All of this being said, the truth is, Jader, that you were winning that entire match. Your 5-pointer, you didn't hit, she hit hers. We took the L. But I am nothing but proud of what I saw today. And I'm also proud of the way we conduct ourselves. And honestly, we all know why Christian likes that star.
Well, Jader, so now you're 2-2. Is there anyone that you're looking at out there as like, this is my next match?
Bring whoever you want. I know I got again, you said I don't look like somebody that was picked out of the crowd. It's not by mistake. I love film. I love the sport. Again, from Miami, drove to Orlando to see this event, and I ended up being one of the luckiest persons ever to be just part of this family. So just line them up, and we're gonna start taking them out.
Well,
So
you may consider yourself lucky, but we feel lucky to have you in the league. So tough loss today, sir, but we will be seeing you again very soon.
Thank you.
All right. So as Mark tries to slam dunk through his television, we are going to really talk about what an incredible match that was. It was just an absolute slugfest in the middle of the ring. 2 fighters just punching and punching and punching until finally someone just got so exhausted and fell down. So it was really good. It's a big win for Roxy. It's a massive win for Jeannine. And Roxy ain't done. She's not done. In just a little bit, her competitor, Alex Damon, the longest running champion in any division in Schmoedown history, puts his title on the line tonight against the Hunter, Andrew DiMolanta. He goes to try to become the first person to ever defend a singles championship 5 times. He was already the first person to ever defend an individual championship 4 times, but now he goes to do it 5. He's on pace, Mark, to try to tie the Patriots record of 6 title defenses. Can he do it tonight? Pay-per-view. That match and William Bibiani versus Paul Oyama. $10 patrons, you get it all. And as I mentioned, next month, the free-for-all, it goes down.
I just wanted to show everybody the tie I was going to wear tonight.
Nice.
See, that's a wizard, and that's She-Ra, I believe, and so
She-Ra.
it's going to be a nice theme for the pay-per-view. But let's not bury what we just witnessed here, Christian. The Machine and the Hurricane. We knew it was going to be one hell of a a twister of a match, and it ended up being just that. It went the way of the Machine. She celebrates with tears of joy in victory, but Jader looks like his resolve has only been stoked. There's more coal in that fire than there ever has been. I think him and Kate have a nice working relationship, and so we are going to see a lot more from Jader, and you're going to see a lot more of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown because we have an epic pay-per-view on the way in just a few. Going to go turn on the circus hose, clean myself up, get a change, maybe a shave, and then it's game time. Hoo!
That's right. And by the way, if you guys are wanting to support this year for everybody, you look at the hard work that Kate puts in, that Roxy puts in, that all of the competitors put in, all the managers, then the way you support it this year is you go to the Skybound store. The link is in the description here, and you pick up your favorite merch. Hell, maybe you love the Den and you love the Stars. Well, get a Star sweatshirt and get a Den mug, and that a percentage of the profits go to a big pool at the end of the year, and that is what everyone fights for at the end of the year. It helps. It rewards the players. It rewards everybody. So when you are doing it, and you're getting a great shirt, by the way, too, and you're getting a great piece of merchandise. So I don't know why you don't have all the merchandise anyway. That's just me talking. Mark, I'm excited for tonight. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for everything else. Thank you to Jen Sturger. Thank you to our great team over at Skybound. Thank you to you, my friend. And we will... Oh, man, this Star Wars match is getting me pumped up.
Yeah, why don't you go out? I think you got a hammock in your backyard, so why don't you go take some Z's, okay? Don't worry, the kiddies will take care of themselves. They'll be fine. They'll run in with a slice of pizza probably during the first match. You'll be well fed.
True.
And, I mean, you talk about eating. Boy, the fans have a feast for their eyes, for their ears, and for movie trivia celebrators everywhere. The pay-per-view's coming up.
All right, so for the great Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
Oh.
Hey, man. I am so excited. You're a quirky Merc. I'm so excited to dive into this season with you. I am ready to go. How are you, man?
How am I? How am I? Really? I mean, let's just start with the offseason, Coy. I mean, we haven't talked since then. I mean, everybody wants to talk about Dragon Gauntlet players. They're going to be the ones to take down Damon, and they all have to forget that I'm facing Damon first. And Thomas Harper gets drafted before me, an unproven rookie. Sure, he's won Dragon Con, but that's Dragon Con. Let's talk about the Schmoedown. This is the Schmoedown, right?
I hear you. I'm with you, but that's all going to change. Like, once you're out there, people are shiny objects. They're distracted by what's going on right now.
You would think,
your season.
You would think, because like nobody's talking about this match against Damon and me. I mean, I've been waiting for this for so long. I've been constantly vocal about it everywhere, and all everybody wants to talk about is, oh, Laura Kelly is back into the mix and she gets her title shot now. And like, where's the respect? I've been in this for 3 years.
I do. I hear this is Finstock dialogue I'm hearing. Okay, so quirky Merc energy. We've got happiness. We got positivity. We got animals. We got adorableness. We got Finstock energy. We've got monsters and it's a symbiote. It's slimy. It's gross. It's bad times. Happy quirky. Finstock exchangey. We need this energy. Okay. I see right here that I'm going to have to get a smile out of you, and I see that's not happening. Okay. So we're going to try a visual aid. Okay. I want you to think about the color blue. I want you to think about happiness. I want to think about vibrant colors, which is like a bright, vibrant color. I want you to think happy. Now you're feeling gray. I see the gray, okay? Let's get you smiling. Let's get you quirky. Let's get you murky. No more gray, okay? All right, I didn't want to have to do this, all right? But this is the secret weapon of the quirky mercs. Dance party. It's time for a dance party.
Yeah, did someone say dance party? Hey, Andrew.
He's smiling! Yeah. Oh, I love Koi so much, and I love the fact that Bibbs is on his faction. I think just Bibbs and the kid should stay on that faction until the end of time. Anyways, well, it finally went my way. Finally went the way that I hoped it would. Jeannine beats Jader. I mean, when you really think about it, she was the odds-on favorite, stats-wise. I mean, like they kept saying, she taught him. She was the master and he was the student. So you shouldn't be too surprised that she won. All the same, I'm very happy that she did, because it looked really tough there, especially since the first round he was in the lead. He was in the lead the second round, but then she pulled out that amazing, incredible victory with the Rear Window 5-point poll. And by the way, I actually looked it up. Minority Report was in 2002, so I gave myself the point for that one because I was able to pull that. Also, another note, it's 47 meters down, not 48 meters down. Just wanted to point that out. I did say the wrong answer, but I didn't word it incorrectly. That's what I'm trying to say here. Anyways, I'm really happy for Jeannine, and I'm really happy for Roxy and the Stars. I still get this urge to call them the Rock Stars because that's I just prefer that nickname. But yeah, I'm a sad day for the Dan, but that's okay. You lose this round, you win the next round. That's just the way the Schmoedown goes. And I have no doubt that the Dan is going to keep their winning record that they kept over from Saul last week. So yeah. Anyways. I'm rambling on its point. It's 4:30 in the morning, and I just watched 3 matches, mostly back to back. So I'm going to sleep now. Goodbye, everybody, and until next week, Schmoedown! Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.